Welcome everyone to the DRC NHRA Arizona Nationals race recap, the final NHRA Arizona Nationals. Let's get straight into it with Top Fuel. In Top Fuel, we had two drivers. One is maybe not a surprise, while the other one is definitely a surprise. Let's take a look at Justin Ashley and Sean Langdon's road to the final.
Fast. Let's start a Sunday with Top Fuel. That's a pretty good start. If your name's Sean Langdon, he has chosen the right side of the racetrack. I guarantee you, Doug Coletta doesn't care. Left lane's just fine, thank you. No! Doug smokes him early. Sean, fuel on the high side, foot off the pedal, and let's rock. Another great race, and it goes Langdon's way. 3.719. Ashley, truth be told. Tony drives his way into smoke a couple of 100 feet out, and for the first time, winner this one gets the Capco boys. $374. Oh, would this be a big bounce back if he can make the final round in Phoenix? Big fireball, kaboom for Capco, win light, Justin.
And what is supposed to be the final NHRA Arizona Nationals, Justin Ashley would walk home with the Top Fuel Wally. Let's take a look at that final round.
Trophy. Ashley, 3.705.
Some takeaways from the final NHRA Arizona Nationals in Top Fuel. Let's just say if you had any doubts that Coletta Motorsports would be back, they are back. They are most definitely back. Sean Langdon in the final rounds, Doug Coletta out second round, but still a very strong performance this whole weekend from that team. A little bit rough in qualifying, but it was rough for a lot of the Nitro teams in qualifying, but they were number one qualifier, won the Mission Foods Too Fast, Too Tasty deal, whatever we're calling it. And the Torrance camp seems to be back as well. After a very disappointing to their standards 2022 season, it seems to be that the Capco boys are back, and Justin Ashley comes back strong after a first-round exit in Gainesville. He seemed to have came back very strong, and it looks like he is going to be a championship contender as well this season. Top Fuel is just insane right now. There's not one dominant car, and I still can't pick a dominant car after two races into the season. We'll have to see, maybe next race we'll get a dominant car, but let's move into Nitro Funny Car. In Funny Car, it came down to the three-time champions, Robert Hight and Ron Capps, the reigning Funny Car champion. Let's take a look at their road to the final, as for some, it was a pretty difficult road to the final.
Capps in the Toyota, Alex in the Dodge. Alex rattles the tires and shuts her off, 3.912 Capps. However, Ron outran Blake in the earlier round. So let's see who's got the better car right now. No! Blake Alexander's winner goes to the final for the final time here in Arizona. Good race, great race. Ron Capps race. How about a 393 beats a 393? Oh man, Capps goes 3.9 this weekend. John Force Racing, round number one. Not the way they planned it, but that's what they got. Robert streak continues, 3.911. Don't be late on the tree. What a race. 393 beats 396. Look at this. Look at this. 3,900. Holy smokes. Robert Hight, 329 miles an hour.
Your Funny Car winner at the final NHRA Arizona Nationals would go to Robert Hight. Now let's take a look at that final round where he beat Ron Capps.
Feel differently. We're ready. Robert Hight wins at 393 at 328 miles an hour.
In Funny Car, in my opinion, the two drivers that were the drivers of the weekend were Chad Green and Alexis DeJoria. Those two were on it all weekend long. Alexis winning the Mission Foods deal, and Chad Green with a semifinal round appearance and a loss against Robert Height. But in my opinion, those teams are not stopping. I think they will both win races this year, and I think they could possibly be championship contenders. I mean, it's a long shot, but I could see it. I could personally see Chad Green and Alexis fighting for a championship in Pomona. It's a very, very long shot pick, but I think you could see it. But Chad Green, like that just kind of shows that it's still possible to build a Nitro team and go out there and be somewhat competitive. Because in my opinion, I think they will win a race this season. Some takeaways from this weekend, of course, it is the final NHRA Arizona Nationals, and I just want to put a picture up on the screen. This is from pre-race ceremonies. Look at that crowd. That is like unbelievable amount of people there at this race, and in my opinion, I don't think this will be the last NHRA Arizona Nationals in the state of Arizona. Maybe at Wild Horse Pass, but maybe another track steps up. Do I see it personally happening in like near future, in like next 5 years? No, but I highly doubt this is the last time the NHRA will be in the state of Arizona, or maybe in a nearby state somewhere. Maybe we can go to Oklahoma, maybe we can go to Tulsa if that deal gets figured out down there. But in my opinion, it's sad, it's bittersweet, but it was a great race all weekend long. You can't deny this weekend didn't provide some great racing. It was a tricky track, and in my opinion, tracks that are really tricky are some of the best races to watch. But that's going to be it from the NHRA Arizona Nationals race recap, the final NHRA Arizona Nationals race recap. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you next week for the NHRA from the new In-N-Out Burger Raceway at Pomona. Well, not new, but you know what I mean. The In-N-Out Raceway at Pomona race recap.